Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Paris Day 5, Part 2. We are heading toward the Seine River Cruise and also to spend an evening at the Eiffel Tower, enjoying the food and festivities under the Tower of Lights. So join us as we travel to the Seine River in Paris, France. The Seine River, flowing through the heart of Paris, is as much a part of the city's identity as its art, architecture, and history. The Seine originates in Burgundy, France, near the town of Dijon, flowing through Paris and into the English Channel at Le Havre. The river is about 770 kilometers, or 483 miles long. It snakes through Paris, dividing the city into the right bank to the north and the left bank to the south, significantly influencing the city's layout and development. The Parisian, a Gaelic tribe, first settled on the Isle de Cité in the Seine around 250 BC. Due to the river's strategic location for trade and defense, the city of Paris developed from this central island. During the Middle Ages, the Seine was crucial for commerce, helping Paris grow economically. It was the main trade route for goods coming into and going out of Paris. The Seine has flooded Paris numerous times, the most catastrophic being in 1910, when the river rose 8 meters above its normal level, flooding large parts of the city and causing extensive damage. The Seine has been a muse for countless artists, writers, and musicians. Impressionist painters like Claude Monet and Georges Seurat captured its light and mood, forever linking the river to their revolutionary works. The river features prominently in French literature, including works by Victor Hugo and Ernest Hemingway, who depicted the Seine in their reflections on Parisian life and culture. In antiquity and throughout the Middle Ages, the Seine served as a major navigational route. The Vikings sailed up the Seine to lay siege to Paris in the 9th century. Beyond the well-known Isle de Cité and Isle Saint-Louis, the Seine contains several smaller islands, some of which have interesting histories of their own, like the Isle des Seigneurs, home to a scale model of the Statue of Liberty. Some Parisian restaurateurs use the Seine as a secret wine cellar, claiming that the underwater conditions provide perfect temperatures for wine aging. Historically, the Seine has suffered severe pollution, but extensive efforts to clean up have improved its water quality since the late 20th century. These efforts are part of a broader initiative to reintegrate the river into urban life and culture, with plans to make it swimmable by the year 2024. Each summer, the riverbanks transform into Paris plages, complete with sand, palm trees, and deck chairs, allowing Parisians and tourists alike to enjoy the riverside in the heart of the city. The Seine regularly hosts major sporting events, including the arrival stage of the Tour de France and the swimming races. The Seine is not just a river in Paris, it is a lifeline and a focal point around which the history of Paris has revolved, from serving as a critical trade route to becoming a beloved subject of art and literature. The Seine continues to be an integral part of Paris's past, present, and future. Its banks, once bustling with merchants, now host tourists and locals soaking in the beauty and history of this iconic river. The Seine River, along with the Marne River, provides the majority of the surface water used in Paris. This water is treated at several major plants before it is deemed safe for consumption. In addition to surface water from rivers, Paris also extracts groundwater from various aquifers around the region. These sources are crucial for ensuring a stable supply and are often used to supplement the river water. Water drawn from the Seine undergoes rigorous purification processes. Treatment plants such as those at Orly and Ivry are equipped to handle large volumes of water and employ advanced filtration and disinfection techniques to meet safety standards. The system is designed to manage the water efficiently and sustainably, given the diverse needs of the city and its population. The Seine is integral to this system, highlighting its continued importance to the city beyond its historical and cultural significance. The Eiffel Tower, a global symbol of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world, has a rich history that spans over a century. The Eiffel Tower was conceived as part of preparations for the 1889 Exposition Universelle held to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. The idea was to demonstrate France's industrial prowess on a global stage. The tower was designed by the French engineer Gustave Eiffel, although much of the design work was actually done by Maurice Coquelin and Émilie Nouget, two senior engineers working for Eiffel. Construction began in January of 1887 and took just over 2 years, completing in March of 1889. Remarkably, considering its era and the scale of the project, there were very few worker injuries. The Eiffel Tower officially opened on March 31, 1889. Gustave Eiffel climbed its 1,710 steps to plant the French flag at its summit. Initially, many Parisians and French intellectuals criticized its design, deeming it an eyesore. Over time, however, it became one of the most admired and visited monuments in the world. The tower served as an entrance arc to the 1889 exposition and was an instant hit among visitors. Nearly 2 million people visited during the exposition. From the early 20th century, the tower began to be used for radio transmission purposes. During World War I, it played a significant role in radio communications. During the German occupation of France in World War II, the lift cables were cut and the tower was closed to the public. It reputedly became a symbol of resistance when the French flag was hoisted atop the tower as soon as Paris was liberated. Over the years, the Eiffel Tower has undergone several renovations to enhance its safety and visitor experience, including the installation of lifts, new lighting, and repainting. Today, it is lit by 20,000 light bulbs every evening and remains a major tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors annually. It has also become a focal point for major national and international events. Beyond its architectural and engineering significance, the Eiffel Tower has become a symbol of modernity, innovation, and romance, frequently featured in films, literature, and artworks. It significantly contributes to Paris's economy, particularly through tourism. Its image is used extensively in marketing and souvenirs. The Eiffel Tower's history reflects not just changes in architectural and engineering practices over the decades, but also shifts in cultural, political, and social realms, representing a continuous evolution in its role and perception globally. The Eiffel Tower, beyond being an architectural marvel, is shrouded in various legends and stories that add to its mystique and allure. At the top of the Eiffel Tower, Gustave Eiffel built a small private apartment for himself where he would entertain prestigious guests such as Thomas Edison. This little-known private space was not open to the public for many years, leading to rumors and exaggerated tales about what it contained and who visited. Today, visitors can see a reconstruction of this apartment in the tower. All right, so that was the Parisian River Cruise. It's gorgeous. I have great footage from this cruise. It lasts about an hour, and this was a modified one because it rained a lot, so there's actually some waves, and they were thinking for safety reasons they wouldn't go into the center of Paris, but it was still quite nice. So we saw the Parisian Statue of Liberty, which I didn't even know they had, and a few other wonderful sites in Musée d'Orsay, the Louvre Museum, you can see from here, and of course the Eiffel Tower. So I would recommend this one. It was $9 for children and definitely included in the Paris Pass. So if you have the pass, it is free. One of the most colorful tales associated with the Eiffel Tower is that of Victor Lustig, a notorious con artist who sold the tower not once but twice. In the 1920s, Lustig created fake government documents and invited 6 scrap metal dealers to a secret meeting where he convinced them that the tower was being sold for scrap. He managed to get money from one dealer before fleeing to Austria. Remarkably, he attempted the scam again with another group of scrap dealers. The river cruise disembarked in front of the Eiffel Tower, where we embarked on a food tour. Starting out with traditional French crepes filled with strawberry, and I believe we had one filled with Nutella as well. Once we completed that, we followed the delicious smells, sights, and sounds of the nearby food stalls, each stall offering something vastly different, from sizzling meats to desserts such as nougat, as well as chocolate-covered strawberries, artisanal donuts, bread, escargot, you name it, it was all there. We were mesmerized at how they were making mac and cheese and an enormous block of cheese. Creamy and delicious, warm and ready to eat. Each stall offered something different, representing cultures from all around the world. Churros, sausage and fries, hot dogs and burgers, ramen noodles, corn dogs, Indian curry. Escargot. Frog legs. Momos. Dumplings. Pizza. Fried chicken, fries. Mozzarella sticks and fries. Nougat. The majority of these food stalls were also offering free samples, so you could actually walk around and taste a little bit from each and every stall, which added to our delight. Our last evening in Paris. It's like 3:30 in the morning, and there's still quite a bit of traffic out here. It's interesting.